Okay, thank you. So my name is Ben Hall. You may remember me as the creator of Katacoda, which was an interactive learning platform before. So that got acquired by O'Reilly, and now I'm back with a brand new, cute little dragon and a new platform called Shoulder.dev, which is brand new, so new, this is actually the first time I'm showing it to anyone in the world, so no pressure. And so what is it? So we want to be able for anyone to learn any code base online with confidence. So how does that work in reality? So at the moment, we all know and love this view. We get pointed to a GitHub repository, and it's like, there you go, start contributing. And it's like, that's not really that helpful, right? You need something a bit more, need some support, especially with something as complex as Kubernetes, like where do I even start, where do I even begin? And so that's the problem we're trying to solve with Shoulder. So in here, we simply prefix Shoulder, which is much easier when I'm typing two-handed.dev to the beginning. And now we have a learning platform dedicated to that GitHub repository. And so we have some initial introduction, but what we're really interested in is learning the code base. And so instantly, we've analyzed the repository, we've analyzed all the details, we started to pull out some quick wins for you so you get started straight away. So even though the README may have some information, this can go deeper. So we know how to build, we know how to run, we know how to test, deploy, etc. So now we've got these quick starts getting where to begin. We also started breaking down the project structure. So giving it some more explanation, more context about, okay, we've got some APIs, we've got some build here, all related directly to the repo in question. And as we start navigating the tree view, we can again get some more context. So like, where are the actual entry points in the Kubernetes codebase? So trying to remove all of the noise and get people to what's interesting. So for example, CMD, we've got all of our lovely commands, we've got things like kubectl, and we can go in and we can start exploring and seeing the code. We've got all of the nice hover information, but at the side, we also got all of the explanation. So now you can see, okay, what is this file actually doing? So you can start building up that picture down to individual lines. So we can see like, okay, so this new default kubectl command. Okay, what is that? What does that do? And now we can start building and understanding in much greater detail. We can start viewing some graph information. So like, where else is this used? What are the functions does it do? Not very many in this case, but you can start to build a graph. If I can go to another example, like maybe the kubelet. You can see, okay, it's used in 3 different main functions within the codebase and what they are. And so this is great. We can start building a picture. But let's say there's an open GitHub issue or a pull request, and you need some more information. Again, just add Shoulder. Actually, if I just use my browser extension, just add Shoulder, and instantly we create a summary. We take all of that discussion and create a summary. So now you can actually start building an understanding, gaining some context without having to go through all of the details, referencing any of the code bases or any other code files that may be required and mentioned back into that deeper code explanation view so you can start gaining that knowledge. If you then want to start contributing, we have the guidelines, we understand and explain how to start building and testing codebase, and going into some more details, the exact. If you don't really know where to start, we summarized all of the good starting issues. So we looked at all of the open issues, looked at all of the tags where issues could potentially be good as a first-time contributor. And again, with that summarization view, you can go through and start building up that picture. And other things like where are the important files? Things like Kubernetes CI/CD. I know it exists, but when I need it, I can never, ever find that link. So trying to just trying to pull these out and raise them up and make it easy so you don't get lost. And if you do have no idea at all, we have a chat to the repo functionality. So you can ask any questions. I don't have much time. So let's say, how does the Kubernetes logging work? And then we will give you a dedicated response directly on that repository, on the files, and all of the documentation alongside it. So now you can start building that picture, building that understanding of the code base, and everything you need. And it works for many code bases, mainly Go at the moment, because I like CNCF. So we're building up all of the CNCF projects. We'll all have access to this. You can point it to any of these repositories. These are live today, more coming live next week, and start building understanding and start contributing code. Thank you.
Perfect timing.